Hello and welcome to another Pulsefired Gaming video. Today we're going to take a look at the current state of the stands that we offer at Pulsefired Gaming and Printed Starships on Etsy. So, we have 4 different sets of stands that serve different purposes. We have the fighter stands for Star Wars Armada. We have the stands for Star Wars X-Wing. We have these stands that we use for full thrust and one-page Warfleet. And then we have the Star Wars Armada ship stands. So we're going to go and assemble these in order. Very, very simple assembly instructions. So we just wanted to get it out and go on here. So with the fighter stand, it's got 3 base components. The slider, which the red and blue is new. The top, which if you purchase a expansion like the Republic or Rebels 1 fighter expansion pack, it doesn't come with these blank ones. It comes with ones with actual dials on it. The dials are something that you can purchase separately as well on our store. They're under tokens. And we'll actually use this 5 real quick here. We'll slide it in. And so all of these components are printed in FDM. This component is printed in resin. It has a little keyed thing in there. It goes in here. The way I like to do it is shimmy this guy down very carefully like this. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy to the base. Put it through the slider. Orient the base and then click it all in. Whoop. Mess that up here. And doing that right? Yeah. Just like that. You shimmy it in, and it should all fit nice and tight in there, like so. Okay. Now you can activate it and show which has been activated and not activated. The X-Wing stands. These stands were designed at our request, but they were going to come anyway by Wobble Engineering. And they are very, very simple stands. We chose to, rather than, on the X-Wing stands for the smalls, rather than try to accommodate the different sizes of pegs that people have put on their ships, just one that's supposed to cup the outside of the peg. And it goes in very simply. Again, FDM component, resin component, goes in and it twists. There you go. Make sure it twists all the way. We have tested these quite a bit and twisted them literally hundreds of times on the test products to make sure that they fit constantly, and they do. Very fantastic. Now, the BW Reynolds stands, which we have now taken to printing in color, are pretty simple. On the keyhole stands, they're a single piece. They're little captive guys that spin, that have appropriate marks at the sides, and they have keyholes on them. They're fine. On the frigate stands that use the Star Wars Armada frigate peg, it's the same kind of peg that you see on the Star Wars Armada stand. You click it into the base. This part will eventually wear out, so you should only click it a few times. But there you go. And then lastly, we have the Star Wars Armada stand. This stand is made up of lots of components, but it's pretty simple to install. So we have the base, top and bottom. Your token sits in these slots on the base. And then, so how we're going to do this is we're going to start off by adding this nut to the base, stick it in, get it in there. Okay, now we're going to take the top and bottom. We're going to thread this. I think this is a 3/4. I think it's a 3/4 440 screw, and we're going to put it in here. So there's the bolt block into the base, top and bottom. You put the screw in, and it sits like that, and then you screw them all together. The nut and bolt are included when you purchase Star Wars Armada stands, but there's no screwdriver included. And then you've got your peg. Now, this same mechanism for building the basic part of the stand is the same for all of them, whether it's a small, medium, or large, a keyhole, or a frigate peg, or a flotilla stand, which is basically the frigate peg that is a Y. Now, if you look at the barrels, these barrels have a short direction and a long direction. The long direction is supposed to go into the slider, or into the shield dial, and then this all clips together and it's held captive, and it's supposed to spin. There you go. So we'll do that. Do the other 4 real quick. Large size goes into the shield dial, and on these new printers that we use, I mean, they're not new, but on the Bamboo Labs printers that we use, the tolerances on these are fan-freaking-tastic. This is one of my favorite things that we sell in the store. It's so dumb, but I like the stands that we sell because they are pretty ingenious. We'll go over the creators here in just a second. And there we go. All right, so there we got all of our shield dials. So that is the current state of our stands. We have this squadron stand. This is designed by O'Neill Creations, same guy who's designed a lot of starships in our store. The X-Wing stands, and we have these for both small, medium, and large, and Epic Short and Epic Long, available with ships as an option when you purchase a ship, or you can buy them separately, made by Wobble Engineering. These stands, these round stands that we use for non-Star Wars Armada or X-Wing games, are designed by BW Reynolds, a local creator here in Houston. And then the Star Wars Armada stands that we sell are designed by Utar Games and Design, and we have a couple of their starships in our store as well. Thank you very much for watching this short video, and have a great day.